Can you imagine the devastating experience of reaching the pinnacle of fame, fortune, and admiration, only to see it all slip away in an instant? Today, we'll delve into the powerful stories of 25 African-American stars whose lives took a heartbreaking turn due to struggles with addiction. Each story serves as a cautionary tale and a glimpse into the challenges of navigating fame. Stick with us, because this list is sure to leave you speechless. Share your thoughts by commenting with the number 1, and let's begin with the tragic and inspiring journey of Earl Simmons, known to the world as DMX. Earl Simmons, widely known as DMX, was a groundbreaking and complex figure in hip-hop, celebrated for his intense lyrics, commanding voice, and electrifying performances. As one of the most iconic rappers of his era, DMX achieved legendary status with numerous awards and global acclaim, but his struggles with addiction cast a shadow over his remarkable legacy. His journey in music began in 1985, beatboxing for a local rapper named Ready Ron at small events. He soon embraced his rap ambitions, adopting the name DMX, first meaning Divine Master of the Unknown, and later evolving to Darkman X. Tragically, his battle with addiction started around this time. In a candid November 2020 interview, DMX shared that his first encounter with cocaine was devastatingly deceptive. Ready Ron gave him a cigarette unknowingly laced with the drug. This act marked the beginning of a harrowing, lifelong fight against addiction. Despite numerous attempts at rehabilitation over the years, DMX struggled to break free from the grip of addiction. The night of April 2, 2021, marked a devastating turn when he was rushed to White Plains Hospital after suffering a massive heart attack at home. This was the result of a lethal combination of stimulants, alcohol, and complications from a severe infection. Tragically, his condition deteriorated as he experienced respiratory failure and irreversible brain damage. Over the following days, his vital organs, including his liver, kidneys, and lungs, began to fail. On April 9, 2021, the world lost DMX at the age of 50. His untimely death stands as a profound and somber reminder of the devastating toll addiction can take, even on the brightest stars. Another heartbreaking example of a black icon ensnared by substance abuse is Whitney Houston. Widely celebrated as one of the most extraordinary voices in music history, Houston captivated the world with her unmatched vocal power, precision, and timeless songs that continue to inspire generations of artists. With over 220 million records sold worldwide, countless accolades, and unparalleled fame, she seemed to have it all. Yet beneath the glittering success lay a growing storm. By the late 1980s and into the 1990s, troubling signs began to emerge. Erratic behavior and personal struggles hinted at the devastating addiction that would later overshadow her incredible legacy. On February 11, 2012, the world mourned the loss of a true icon when Whitney Houston was discovered unconscious and submerged in the bathtub at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. According to the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office, her death was ruled as drowning, with arteriosclerotic heart disease and cocaine use listed as contributing factors. It was revealed that she had consumed cocaine shortly before her death, which triggered the fatal events leading to her drowning. Her tragic passing at the age of 48 serves as a haunting reminder, both in the entertainment industry and the African-American community, of the devastating impact addiction can have on even the most gifted and beloved individuals. Billie Holiday, revered as Lady Day, made indelible contributions to jazz and pop music. but her life also stands as a poignant example of the destructive impact of addiction. Struggling with alcoholism and heroin abuse, she faced significant challenges throughout her career. In early 1959, Holiday was diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver due to years of excessive drinking. Despite numerous attempts to overcome her addictions, she continued to relapse, which ultimately led to her untimely death. In May 1959, she was hospitalized for heart failure and kidney complications, but during her time in the hospital, the police arrested her for heroin possession found in her room. Billie Holiday passed away just days later at the age of 44, still in police custody, leaving behind a tragic legacy shaped by addiction. Charlie Wilson, widely known as Uncle Charlie, gained fame in the 1970s and 1980s with classic hits like Outstanding, You Dropped a Bomb on Me, and Burn Rubber on Me. Despite achieving immense success in the music industry, Wilson's life took a dark turn when he fell into a battle with alcohol and drug addiction. This struggle led him to live on the streets of Hollywood Boulevard between 1993 and 1995. However, Wilson made a remarkable comeback by seeking help and overcoming his addiction. Since then, he has remained sober and has been honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Reflecting on his journey, he proudly shared, "Today, I stand before you as a man who has been sober for 29 years, not relapsing day by day, 29 years, 7 days a week." His resilience serves as an inspiration to many. Rick James, another legendary African-American artist, faced a harrowing battle with addiction. Renowned for his groundbreaking fusion of rhythm and blues, funk, and rock, James skyrocketed to fame in 1978 with his iconic album Come Get It, featuring the smash hit You and I. As his star rose, so did the intensity of the temptations that often accompany celebrity life: drugs, alcohol, and an endless stream of extravagant parties. Over time, the pressures of maintaining his stardom and the grueling demands of the music industry drove him deeper into substance use, which he relied on to fuel his high-octane performances and cope with the strains of fame. What started as casual drug use for Rick James gradually spiraled into a severe and life-altering addiction. At its peak, Rick confessed to spending thousands of dollars each week to sustain his habit, signaling the beginning of a tragic decline. His health deteriorated rapidly over the years as he battled a host of serious medical conditions, including diabetes, multiple strokes, and heart complications. The music world was stunned on the morning of August 6, 2004, when news broke that Rick James had been found dead at his Los Angeles home. An autopsy later revealed traces of over 9 substances in his system. However, the coroner concluded that none of the drugs or their combinations were directly fatal. He passed away at 56, leaving behind a legacy forever intertwined with both his immense talent and the cautionary tale of his struggles. Richard Pryor is celebrated as one of the most groundbreaking and influential comedians of all time. His career in entertainment was filled with immense success, earning him an Emmy, 5 Grammys, and countless accolades. However, his rise to fame was overshadowed by his struggles with drug addiction and alcoholism. By the late 1970s, Pryor's addiction had spiraled out of control, leading to erratic behavior that alienated friends and colleagues, resulting in legal, financial, and personal turmoil. His addiction grew so intense that his wife at the time, Jennifer Lee, left him after witnessing his rapid descent. She later shared, "After 2 weeks of watching him spiral into addiction, I left. It was clear that the drug had become his lover, and nothing I did seemed to matter anymore." In 1977, after years of heavy smoking and drinking, Richard Pryor suffered a mild heart attack at just 36 years old. His health continued to decline, and in 1990, he experienced a second heart attack. On December 10, 2005, Pryor tragically passed away after a third heart attack at his home in Los Angeles. Reports later revealed that his fatal heart attack was caused by coronary artery disease, a condition that had been worsened by his long history of smoking. His death served as a somber reminder of the toll that addiction and unhealthy habits can take on the body over time. Clifford Joseph Harris Jr., better known by his stage name T.I., is another prominent African-American rapper and actor who has faced a tumultuous battle with addiction. Early in his career, T.I. became involved in drug dealing and experimented with various substances. However, his struggles intensified after his release from prison on March 26, 2010, following a conviction on weapon-related charges. To cope with pain from dental surgeries, he began using prescription painkillers, but what started as a form of pain management quickly escalated into a severe addiction. Fortunately, T.I. was able to overcome his dependence, and in recent years, he has used his experiences to promote positive change. He has been candid about his challenges with substance abuse and the steps he took to recover. Additionally, T.I. has become a vocal advocate for rehabilitation over incarceration, particularly for those in the African American community facing similar struggles. Samuel L. Jackson, the legendary actor and Hollywood powerhouse, also faced a harrowing battle with addiction during his journey to stardom. With a career spanning over 4 decades and global box office earnings exceeding $27 billion, Jackson is the highest-grossing actor of all time and one of the most iconic figures in film history. However, his rise to fame was anything but easy. In the late 1970s, as his acting career began gaining momentum, Jackson turned to alcohol and drugs as a way to cope with the intense pressures of the fiercely competitive entertainment industry. The strain of financial hardships and mounting debts further fueled his dependency, which soon began to take a toll on his personal life and professional aspirations. The reality of his struggles didn't become clear until 1991. When he returned home drunk after a farewell party with friends. His wife found him unconscious on the kitchen floor and begged him to seek help. Fortunately, Jackson was able to overcome his addiction after multiple stints in rehabilitation centers. However, looking back on his years of substance abuse, he admitted that addiction had hindered his acting career. He believes that his performances could have been even more remarkable if it hadn't been for the interference of drugs and alcohol. Marvin Gaye, a legendary icon in rhythm and blues and soul, whose music profoundly impacted the African American community and the world, battled a hidden struggle with addiction that overshadowed his remarkable career. His descent into substance abuse began in the early 1960s when he was introduced to cocaine, a habit that escalated alarmingly by the late 1970s. Despite numerous attempts to break free, Gaye found himself caught in a relentless cycle of rehabilitation and relapse. His addiction was further fueled by crippling anxiety and depression, which took a heavy toll on his personal relationships and his once thriving musical legacy. Marvin Gaye's paranoia and addiction became so overwhelming that he began wearing a bulletproof vest, only removing it when performing or returning home, convinced that someone was plotting to kill him. His emotional and mental distress continued to spiral, leading to a tragic and heartbreaking climax on April 1, 1984. Following a heated argument with his father, a devastating turn of events occurred when his father fatally shot Marvin. The loss was a deep personal tragedy for his family and a profound blow to his fans and the African-American community. Upon his death, traces of cocaine were found in Gaye's system, serving as a painful reminder of the destructive grip addiction had on his life and legacy. Lamar Odom, a highly skilled professional basketball player, serves as a tragic example of how substance abuse can derail a promising career. Odom's basketball journey soared in the early 2000s, leading him to the Los Angeles Lakers, where he had the privilege of playing alongside the legendary Kobe Bryant. His contributions were vital to the Lakers' back-to-back championships in 2009 and 2010, and in 2011, he earned the prestigious NBA Sixth Man of the Year award. Despite his on-court success, Odom's personal battles with substance abuse cast a long shadow over his career, ultimately impacting both his life and legacy. In a candid interview with TMZ, Lamar Odom shared that his struggles had reached such a low point that while married to his ex-wife Khloe Kardashian, a woman he was involved with used his phone to call Khloe for help. This was just one of many signs that his personal life was unraveling. His career also took a devastating blow when, on October 13, 2015, Odom suffered a near-fatal drug overdose at a Nevada brothel. The overdose led to kidney failure, multiple heart attacks, 12 strokes, and a coma, with him being placed on a ventilator. This medical crisis not only ended his basketball career, but also marked the tragic dissolution of his marriage and a painful turning point in his life. The story of Michael K. Williams, the acclaimed actor known for his unforgettable roles in The Wire and Boardwalk Empire, is both poignant and heartbreaking. Williams earned widespread recognition for his portrayal of Omar Little, a morally complex and intimidating character in The Wire. However, embodying a character deeply immersed in the world of drugs took a significant emotional toll on Williams, contributing to his own struggles with addiction. Over time, he developed a smoking habit that escalated into a dependency on various substances. Tragically, on September 6, 2021, at the age of 54, Williams was found dead in his Brooklyn apartment by his nephew. The New York City medical examiner confirmed that his death resulted from an overdose involving a combination of more than 4 different substances. This tragedy occurred just months after Williams had publicly shared his efforts to seek treatment for both his mental health issues and addiction. His passing serves as a heartbreaking reminder of how addiction can devastate even the most accomplished individuals. D'Angelo, the renowned singer, songwriter, and producer, is another example of a black celebrity whose battle with addiction has shaped his career. Known for his soulful contributions to R&B, especially with iconic albums like Brown Sugar and Voodoo, D'Angelo achieved widespread success in the mid-1990s. However, as his fame grew, so did the pressure, and his appearance began to attract significant media attention. While this heightened his public profile, it also took a toll on his mental health. In response, D'Angelo made the decision to retreat from the spotlight. On the final day of his 8-month tour, he shared with his bandmates, "I can't wait for this tour to end. I'm going into the woods. I'm going to drink, grow my beard, and gain weight." And that's exactly what he did, stepping away from the public eye to cope with the mounting pressures in his personal life. As D'Angelo withdrew from the public eye, his life took a darker path as he struggled with alcohol and substance abuse. He later admitted that he initially turned to these substances as a way to cope with the overwhelming pressure and stress of fame. Unfortunately, his reliance on them spiraled into chaos, leading to multiple arrests and a near-fatal car accident in 2005. Despite these setbacks, D'Angelo made an inspiring comeback in 2014, with the release of Black Messiah, proving his resilience and determination to overcome his struggles. However, unlike D'Angelo, many other black stars never got the opportunity to turn their lives around or live a sober life, leaving behind tragic legacies. Pimp C, the renowned rapper and producer, is a heartbreaking example of a star who couldn't overcome the grip of addiction. As one half of the influential underground hip-hop duo UGK alongside Bun B, Pimp C helped create timeless albums like Too Hard to Swallow, 1992, Super Tight, and Ridin' Dirty, which cemented UGK's place in hip-hop history. However, the pressures and challenges of the industry led Pimp C into a struggle with substance abuse. On December 4, 2007, tragedy struck when he was found unconscious in his hotel room in West Hollywood, California. Despite efforts from medical staff, he was pronounced dead shortly afterward. His death was ruled an overdose from cough syrup, compounded by sleep apnea, a condition that causes breathing to stop intermittently during sleep. At just 30 years old, Pimp C's life was tragically cut short, underscoring the devastating consequences of addiction. Nate Dogg, a legendary figure in hip-hop, earned the title King of Hooks for his signature deep voice and unforgettable choruses on countless classic West Coast rap tracks. Despite his immense musical influence, Nate Dogg's life was marred by struggles with addiction. Raised in an environment where substances were prevalent, these influences played a significant role in shaping his lifestyle and choices. Over the years, alcohol, drugs, and a partying culture became ingrained in his daily routine, taking a toll on both his health and personal relationships. His story serves as a stark reminder of how addiction can affect even the most talented and successful individuals. Sadly, on December 19, 2007, after years of struggling with substance abuse, Nate Dogg suffered a stroke. He was fortunate to recover after a week in the hospital and undergoing rehabilitation. However, despite his recovery, he continued to battle alcohol and drug addiction throughout his healing process. On September 12, 2008, he suffered another stroke, and despite his efforts to recover, Nate Dogg's health continued to decline. Tragically, on March 15, 2011, at the age of 41, he passed away in Long Beach due to complications from multiple strokes and congestive heart failure. His untimely death serves as a painful reminder of the devastating effects of addiction on both health and life. Lil Kim, born Kimberly Denise Jones, is a trailblazing figure in hip-hop and a true icon in the rap world. She has earned her place as one of the most influential women in the genre. However, behind her fierce gangster persona lies a person who has faced a long and difficult battle with substance abuse. Her struggles with addiction began at the age of 14, when she left home and entered the perilous world of drug dealers and traffickers in order to survive. Initially doing small tasks for these dealers, Lil Kim eventually became reliant on substances as a way to cope with deep feelings of insecurity and low self-esteem. Lil Kim's battle with addiction was further complicated by her relationship with Notorious B.I.G., whose tragic death in 1997 had a profound impact on her. His passing intensified the emotional turmoil she was already facing, amplifying the pressures on her personal life, career, and health. The weight of these struggles also led to legal issues. In 2005, she was convicted of perjury and conspiracy for lying to a grand jury about her friend's involvement in a shooting. Although she was released from prison and made efforts to revive her career, the lingering effects of addiction continued to haunt her, making it a constant challenge to regain her footing in the industry. Lauryn Hill, the iconic singer, songwriter, and rapper, is widely regarded as one of the most influential artists in music history, with over 50 million albums sold globally. As one of the best-selling female rappers of all time, her impact on the music world is undeniable. However, the immense pressure to uphold her public image, coupled with her demanding touring schedule and the high expectations of her fans, eventually became overwhelming. In 2000, Lauryn Hill withdrew from the public eye, a period marked by intense personal strain. During this time, she fired her management team, stopped giving interviews, and distanced herself from music, TV, and even social interactions. This period of isolation was also marked by erratic behaviors linked to substance abuse and dependency. Despite these struggles, Lauryn Hill continues to be one of the most respected and admired figures in the music industry. Eddie Griffin, the renowned comedian, actor, and writer known for his work in stand-up comedy and films like Undercover Brother and Malcolm and Eddie, is a powerful example of a black star who battled addiction. With his sharp wit and unfiltered comedic style, Griffin quickly made a name for himself in the entertainment world. However, like many in the industry, his lifestyle, filled with late nights and a relentless work schedule, made him vulnerable to substance abuse. This led to erratic behavior, straining his personal relationships and career. Fortunately, Griffin managed to overcome his addiction, and he now actively speaks out against the destructive effects of alcohol and drugs. In a recent interview, he shared his journey, aiming to offer hope in times of despair, joy amidst sorrow, love in the face of hatred, and truth amid a world of false narratives. Nate Robinson, a former professional basketball player known for his electrifying dunks and fierce competitive spirit, captured the hearts of sports fans worldwide. Standing at just 5 feet 9 inches, Robinson defied expectations by becoming a 3-time champion of the slam dunk contest, showcasing that heart and skill could surpass physical limitations. However, despite his athletic achievements, Nate struggled with alcohol addiction. What began as occasional drinking gradually escalated, impacting not only his performance on the court, but also straining his personal relationships with family and friends. In 2022, Robinson opened up about his ongoing battle with kidney disease, a consequence of years of alcohol abuse. By April 2024, his condition had deteriorated to the point where a kidney transplant became necessary for him to continue living a long life. In an emotional interview with Men's Health magazine, he shared, "I have to be here. I want to live another 40 years, be a grandfather, watch my grandkids grow up, take them to the gym, and tell them stories about my time in the NBA." His words reflect his determination to overcome his health challenges and remain an active part of his family's future. Don Cornelius was a groundbreaking television host and producer, best known as the creator of the iconic music and dance show Soul Train, which he hosted from 1970 to 1993. Cornelius played a pivotal role in transforming the entertainment industry, bringing black music and culture into the mainstream and leaving an indelible mark on American television. Despite his immense success, Cornelius faced significant personal struggles. He battled alcohol and substance abuse, which took a toll on both his health and career. In the final years of his life, he dealt with serious health issues that added to the challenges he was already facing. In 1982, Don Cornelius underwent a grueling 21-hour surgery to correct a congenital blood vessel defect in his brain. Although the surgery saved his life, it led to severe complications, including seizures, which forced him to retire and prioritize his health. On February 1, 2012, Tragedy struck when police responded to a call at Cornelius's home in Los Angeles. He was found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound and passed away at the age of 75. His death was a heartbreaking loss for his family and fans around the world. Cornelius is fondly remembered for his iconic sign-off at the end of every Soul Train episode. I am Don Cornelius, and as always, in farewell, we wish you love, peace, and soul. Meek Mill, the renowned American rapper, is another example of a star whose career was marred by personal struggles. Rising to prominence in 2011 with a standout appearance on a label compilation album, Meek quickly became a powerful voice in hip-hop. However, his success was often overshadowed by ongoing legal battles, mental health challenges, and a battle with substance abuse. His struggle with addiction began after being prescribed strong painkillers following wisdom teeth surgery, setting off a long and painful journey of dependence that also entangled him in legal issues. In 2008, Meek Mill faced a major setback when he was convicted of drug possession and sentenced to 11 to 23 months in prison, followed by 8 years of probation. His legal issues, combined with his struggles with addiction, shaped a tumultuous period in his life. However, over time, Meek Mill sought help and began his journey toward recovery. Reflecting on his past, he shared, "I think there should be a clear line between having this problem and being afraid to tell your probation officer because you don't want to get locked up for many years." Today, Meek Mill is not only remembered for his powerful influence in rap, but also as a figure who triumphed over his personal challenges, continuing to inspire others. Ja Rule, a renowned rapper who achieved massive success in the music industry, also faced a difficult battle with substance abuse. His rise to fame, marked by millions of albums sold and lucrative ventures in music and reality TV, was overshadowed by his struggles with addiction. Ja Rule revealed that his involvement in drug dealing started at a young age, around 12 or 13, out of necessity to help support his family. As he grew older, he began experimenting with substances, eventually falling into a deep addiction. His struggles became public when he faced legal troubles, including a prison sentence in 2011 for weapons possession and tax evasion. While Ja Rule did not publicly disclose the specifics of his treatment, his time in prison acted as a wake-up call. It allowed him to reflect on his life, focus on rebuilding his career, and prioritize making better choices. Today, he emphasizes the importance of resilience and using one's past mistakes as a stepping stone for positive change. Jimi Hendrix, widely regarded as one of the most revolutionary and talented guitarists in rock history, is celebrated for his unmatched musical influence and innovation. Often hailed by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as possibly the greatest guitarist in the history of rock music, Hendrix's legacy is undeniable. However, beneath his incredible talent, he struggled with substance abuse, a battle that ultimately led to his tragic and untimely death. His descent into addiction began in 1962 when he walked into a small bar in Tennessee and spent most of his savings on alcohol. From that moment, alcohol became a growing obsession in his life, leading to violent outbursts and erratic behavior. Over time, he began mixing alcohol with drugs, and this dangerous combination only exacerbated his personal and professional struggles. The toll of his addiction would ultimately have a devastating impact on his health, relationships, and career. The tragic end came on September 18, 1970, when Jimi Hendrix was found unresponsive but still breathing. His girlfriend, Monica Danneman, later revealed that he had taken 9 sleeping pills, 18 times the recommended dose, before going to bed. He was pronounced dead later that day, and an autopsy confirmed that he had died from asphyxiation due to choking on his own vomit. At the time of his death, he was in a state of severe alcoholism and drug abuse. Hendrix's untimely passing sent shockwaves through the world, leaving rock fans and the music community devastated by the loss of a true legend. Mystikal, a prominent Southern hip-hop artist known for his high-energy performances and distinct style, has faced significant challenges due to addiction. His battle with substance abuse has often intersected with legal troubles, as he was arrested multiple times on charges related to drug possession and probation violations. Over the years, Mystikal served several prison sentences, including a 6-year term. While he did not plead guilty to drug possession, it was evident that his recurring legal issues were deeply connected to his ongoing struggles with addiction. These battles with substances have shaped both his personal life and career, marking a difficult chapter in his journey. Sean Combs, better known as Diddy or Puff Daddy, is a figure whose career story underscores the harsh realities of addiction and its far-reaching effects. As one of the most influential figures in hip-hop, Diddy soared to the heights of success, shaping the music industry and becoming known for his lavish lifestyle and high-profile parties. Yet, beneath his public persona, he battled with addiction, which took a toll on both his personal life and professional reputation. Despite his immense achievements, his struggles with substance abuse cast a shadow over his legacy, transforming him from a celebrated icon into a poignant reminder of the cost of addiction. Recent revelations about Diddy's life have shed light on the darker side of fame, showing that his struggles with addiction led to poor decisions, scandals, and a lifestyle filled with questionable choices. His addiction not only took a toll on his physical and mental health, but also resulted in numerous legal issues, including lawsuits and public controversies. Now, Diddy is facing the real possibility of prison time, with sentences ranging from 15 years to life if convicted. This has prompted fans and the music industry to reflect on the devastating impact of addiction, even on the most talented and successful individuals. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to support our channel.